Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
It's in the game.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Back to throw, it's Drones. Trying to set up the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Drones. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Hokies. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll start this drive firing. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Back to pass, it's Drones. Rushes on him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Now he's going to break the pocket. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's back. That's reeled in, it's Pringle. It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's back. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pringle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll run the option. Leaves it with the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Drones. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Hokies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Hokies are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Green. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
On the move, he fires. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this.
Sneak gets it done.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's back. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Steps away to find some room. On the run, deep down the right side.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Hokies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open, he makes the catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Calls his own number. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I like a nice, quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Morris. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Ennis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You can win a lot of trivia challenges if you ask how it's been since Memphis had a losing season. They've reeled off 11 straight winning campaigns, and Ryan Silverfield does it without big-time recruits.
No, but he has got great balance on offense. Very, very creative on that side of the football. And over the years, whoever's been the head coach and play caller, that's one thing they've seemed to do. They're a very, very tough out year in, year out.
Explosive offense. That's what you always expect. No matter who plays, come and go, these offenses are always fun to watch, high-flying, and put up a bunch of points.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Tigers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lewis wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running it to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll give it on the counter. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Morris. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
The Cavaliers line it up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the single back.